Hello and welcome to step number 3 of our series here. Now, in the last video, just to catch up really quick, we talked about picking offers or creating your own product, and I kind of told you with a CPA network, you can actually reach out to the network or your affiliate manager, and they will usually provide. Now, depending on the network, some will show the stats, some don't, but generally, if the offer has a high EPC, that's a good sign, right? It means it's converting. And of course, you're going to be able to test that out as well. Another thing I wanted to point out is sometimes new offers really convert really well. So if a new BizOp offer comes out onto the network that you haven't seen before, get all this open, then you're going to be able to promote that, right? And pick offers that do convert to sales. So what I want to talk about in this video now is how you can kind of determine which offers are going to convert or not just by looking at them, okay? So I want to first start with your own product, okay? Because I've done this, for a while now, and I've been able to find out what actually converts, okay? So there's a kind of a formula that goes with it, so to speak, how to pick offers that convert to sales. And the first thing, then most important, is uniqueness. In other words, is this product exactly like another product out there? Meaning, is this product exactly a copycat of something else out there that's already been promoted? And think about that, because if the offer looks the same and people are going to be like, oh, I've tried this, I've done this. So that's why you see a lot of promotional videos that show ClickBank accounts. And a lot of people associate those with scams because they show their $2,000 a day ClickBank earnings or ClickShare earnings, and people now associate those with scams. So the keyword is uniqueness. Now, I'm not saying if your video does show that not to use that offer, but it's very good for you to actually preview the offer. So, for example, if you're in a CPA network, you should actually go in and preview the offer. Okay, that's going to help you out a lot. Just preview the offer, watch the sales video. Now, I'm not saying you have to watch the whole thing if it's like 20 minutes long, but watch the video, kind of see what the product is about, and kind of ask yourself, well, would I buy this? If I was on the other side of the fence, would I buy this? So uniqueness is important. Look at the sales page. Does it look like everything else there? And I'm going to tell you what else you can look for in the sales page. So initially, if you're promoting your own product, you're going to want to use the custom landing page, which you're going to be using even if you're sending to a CPA offer. You want to be able to collect the leads in your autoresponder. So you're creating a landing page, and then from this landing page should only be an email submit. We don't want to collect name, email, phone number. That's really not relevant for us. And a lot of people ask, well, why can't I collect the name? Because realistically, you're not going to really use the subscriber's name that much anyways. I've done it before, and you really don't use the subscriber's name. It doesn't make that much of a difference in email marketing for what we're doing. Okay, so you can build a relationship really well just through email. So that's all you collect, and now this page could just have the opt-in form here. So email submit form is going to increase your opt-in rate. Like I said, you should be able to get about 40% with a page like that. And definitely no lower than 30, or that's really weird if you're getting lower than 30 on a page like that. Okay, so let's talk about this. This is my own product here. I'm going to give you some examples of why it converts, because I've done a lot of split testing with this. First thing is, you do want to have a headline that captures the user's attention. You don't want the user leaving, so you need something that's bold and red. So use the color red if possible. You'll see that a lot among landing pages. You want a color that stands out. So picking the color red is very good. And then it should kind of shout out, what can it be achieved with the product, or what's it about. So for this product, it's a copy and paste product. I could put a headline that says just copy and paste. But what I did is I took a real number that I was able to get in a matter of 12 hours, and it's $146.72 through the methods that I teach, and I show how I did it in my sales video. So it's not overhyped. That's the thing, is because overhyped is when you have those programs that scream out, make $1,000 a day with no experience, or make $10,000 a day. Those types of programs are really hypey. So I kept this very real. If you notice, earn 80 to 150 per day online by simple copy and paste. So it's a real figure that people can imagine in their head. They're like, I can see 80 to 150 a day, but anyone who understands or who's been online or even has common sense is going to know, if you see a program that's going to tell you to make $10,000 a day, it's probably not real. Okay, so that kind of helps with your own product, right? Now, this another thing that helps a lot. okay, and when you're looking for a product or building your own, is having a countdown timer. This is very important. In fact, I took the countdown timer off just to split test it, and my cells literally got cut in half. You know, I was still getting cells, but they got cut in half. So having this countdown timer actually increases your cells a lot. And what I noticed is keeping it under 24 hours is the key. So anytime this is under 24 hours like it is now, see it's at 18 hours, 24 minutes, 4 seconds, then the conversions are really high. Another thing that's important is to have your video autoplay. So what that means is when the user opts in, I'm going to reload the page just to show you, your video automatically starts playing, and you can just create a video on YouTube and have it autoplay, and that's it. And then let's talk about the actual sales video, remember? So we have the countdown timer that plays a critical part, a headline. We didn't overhype it. Now we have a video. It's 3 minutes and 15-second long is my sales video. And this is the product I was showing you that's converting like this. So quite a few sales are coming through on this particular product. And that's why I wanted to use it as an example. Okay, now let's talk about the sales video itself. Now this can be for your own product or CPA. So uniqueness is important. You know, obviously if you create your own product, it is unique. You know, unless you're completely copying exactly what somebody else created. So uniqueness is important. Countdown timer. Now, oops, countdown, can't even, countdown timer. Now, countdown timer is not required, you know, to get conversions. It does help though. It creates urgency. Oops, okay. And then let's go into the video. What are some of the things in the video that make it convert? Show how the product works. That's a big one. So in my demonstration, even though it's a 3 minute and 15-second video, I actually show how the product works. A lot of sales videos like on ClickBank, ClickSure, they don't actually show how the product works. So they just say, hey, you know, it's really generic. You know, you make money online using our automated system. Once you grab the automated system, you just plug it in and you make all this money. Well, that's great, you know, the system's going to make you money, but how does it work? Can you actually show me a demonstration? So if you have, you know, videos that actually show a demonstration of how the product works, those convert very high. Okay. So if they're demoing it, so if you find a sales video and you can see them demoing the product, saying, hey, this is the software I use, these are the websites I use. So in my demo, I show, you know, I show that I'm using Facebook and Craigslist and a few classified sites, stuff like that, right? Posting, copying, paste. I show them exactly what they'll be doing. Another thing is, you know, try to be real too. If you're creating your own product, be real. Like I start off showing my Facebook page saying, you know, hey, a little bit about me, tell them a little bit about myself and, you know, where I started. And then I get right into showing how the product works because you don't want to lose their attention. And then after that, you know, after this 3 minute video, I urge them, or I tell them, you know, if you're ready to get started, click the button below and you can get going on, you know, you can get started with this right away. And that's all there is to it. So I don't mention the price of the product or anything like that. That's usually not a good thing if you mention the price. You know, sometimes you'll scare people away depending on what you're promoting. So that's pretty much it. If you can find a product that shows them actually demoing the product themselves or how it works or what they'll be doing, because really what it comes down to and what I have found through surveying people and running traffic is people really want to know what they're buying. And if they don't understand what they're buying, then you know you're not going to get that many sales. If they're going in blind, just buying an automated system, because all the videos say, you know, this is an automated system, this is an automated system, you just plug it in and do the work. Well, how many of those videos actually show them using the automated system where they actually show the screen and say, okay, this is the system you're going to get, here's how it works, you know, and they kind of demo it, and then people are intrigued because now they understand what they're buying. So that's very important, and those are really what it comes down to as far as you know, finding products that convert to sales. And you know, watching it yourself and seeing if it's something that you would buy. And so after they click here to get started, I'll show you my checkout page, copy and paste. Now a lot of people do this. Now, like I said, my funnel is very basic, but you know, I do the urgency thing again. Hey, only 2 copies left at this price, so you know, urges people to buy because, hey, there's only 2 copies left at $70. Does that mean, you know, they're thinking in their minds now, okay, I saw the countdown timer already. Then, you know, the offer is going to be removed in 18 hours. And then, you know, there's only 2 copies left now at this price. So it kind of creates that urgency to buy now because they don't want to, you know, hold it off and wait. So that's why, you know, that this has converted very well for me. And some people may not like doing that. You know, they don't like saying, you know, they don't like telling their customers there's only 2 copies left. I'll tell you right now in internet marketing, you know, a lot of sales pages do that. You've probably seen it. So if you don't like doing that, you can still use everything else that I kind of showed you. So you could take out this and you could take out the timer, but you know, those are two things that are really going to help your conversions as well. Okay, and then there's a little description, and I just broke it down into some bullet points, and then I have a picture of my wife and I think having a picture of yourself helps. You know, the more that you can show that you're a real person. All right. And let's go over to CPA offers now and talk about, you know, picking those. So, you know, I would just go here and click preview. That's the best way to look at it. Okay. Preview it and, you know, watch the video. You can even, you know, opt in on the previews and kind of take a look at it and see how you like it. And, you know, these are going to really, really help you a lot kind of to decide, you know, is this something that I would do? And that's pretty much it. It's just previewing the offer yourself and see if it meets that criteria. Does it look unique? Or if you look at a lot of offer yourself, does it look like something else already out there, oversaturated? Because if it does, it's not unique, it's like everything else out there, then, you know, it's probably not going to convert that well. All right, and that's pretty much what it comes down to. You know, when you do that. All right, another thing that's important that I want to point out in this video while I'm talking about, you know, having your own product is it's very important to use exit pops. Now, if you're using lead pages, I'm going to show you that right now. So I'm going to create a new page as a sample here. And you may know what an exit pop is. If not, I'm going to show you. So I'm just going to use a template at random here. But an exit pop basically is when the user tries leaving the page. And I want you to think about this. Let's just say you send 100 visitors to your landing page. You know, by default, you're going to have somewhere in the realm of you know, because if you're only getting a 40% opt-in rate, that means you had basically 60 visitors that exited your page. That's more than 50% of the visitors leaving your page. So, you know, what you want to do in lead pages, you just basically set up an exit pop, click here, and then you put in display exit pop, yes, and then you redirect them. What I usually do, if I'm using my own product, I'll redirect them to a CPA or a rotator link. I'll direct them to a rotator link is what I'll do for a CPA offer. And I actually do land a few sales when I'm sending lots of traffic. So if I'm sending thousands of clicks to an offer and those exit pops come through, you know, people exiting, you know, you get lots of traffic exiting, you know, out of the 1,000 clicks that you send to your page, not only are you making sales of the product, you actually may land 2 or 3 CPA sales out of just the exit traffic. So imagine making, you know, $150 extra just from exit traffic. And you can try this yourself. You know, sometimes it's a hit or miss, but I've done testing on this and I've seen what you can do with exit traffic, and it's very profitable. So the key is through my whole funnel. Let me go back here and show you. So let me go back, leave the page. So I do have exit pop set up on every single page. I have an exit pop set on the landing page. So if I bought 500 clicks and sent it to this landing page, let's just say I got 200 people to opt in. You know, I have people exiting like this, you know, and they may want to stay on the page. And if they do, they're going to be taken to a CPA offer, right? And then if they want to click here to learn more, then they'll continue, of course. Let's go back here. So it's very important to have. Let me just opt in and I'll show you. And then I even have an exit pop on my sales page because I understand, you know, they may get to the sales page and this may not be for them or they may not like it and they'll exit. So redirect them to a CPA offer. Obviously, they're not interested if they're trying to exit. And then here, you know, they're maybe exiting for a couple of reasons. Maybe they changed their mind or they decided the price doesn't meet their budget for whatever reason, or they, you know, they just changed their mind. So they may exit here, and it's good to have an exit pop set up there as well, because just think of how much traffic is going through those 3 pages and how many people are going to exit off of those, because it happens to everybody, right? Otherwise, you'd be getting 100% opt-in if nobody left your page. So it's something to definitely set up, and all you need to do is basically use ClickMagick, create a new link, and you can just name it, you know, exit traffic or exit pop. And so I'll go ahead and, you know, just show you really quick. And then you put a primary URL in, and you can actually go in and add more URLs, more links, more offers. And I recommend usually about 3 offers. So with you know, when rotating, I use about 3 different offers for my exit traffic. And so that's something that you can do here in ClickMagick. Okay. And so what I would do is I put the primary URL in, create my link, and then I would go in, and let's just say this is my link. You click on the little drop down arrow, and what you can do is you can go in and do split testing is what it's called, and then you add in the URL, and then you can add in the weight, so 50%. And if you don't like numbers, you can just put in anything, and then you can just put equalize, right? So like 10%. Let's just say I was going to split test google.com, for example. So I'll just do example. Okay, and if I click on equalize weights, oops, I guess I have to add it first. So let me go back and do that. So google.com, and I'll just put 10%. Yeah, and then hit on add URL first. And then if you just want to equalize and make everything even, it'll automatically do it for you. So that's really all there is to it. I'll delete that. And exit traffic can be very powerful. Another thing you can do with exit traffic is, this is also recommended and works well, is you can actually use CPL offers, so pay per lead offers. If you come over here to lead submits, and you can make money every time someone exits and they opt into another page. So obviously with this, you're going to make $1.25 per lead or $1.50 per lead in the network, which is pretty average. But you can use a CPL offer and have that as your exit pop. So that's something else that I recommend. And you can do that as well. So both work really well, either CPL offers or CPA. The choice is really up to you. I've gotten good results with both, but I'm just overall a fan with just CPA. Alrighty, so looking good so far. Talking a little bit about product creation, and we'll keep moving on. So kind of now how to pick offers that convert to sales. And so in the next video, I'm going to go and dig into your follow-up series. I'm going to talk about the follow-up series and kind of how to construct that to help you as well make more sales online. And we'll go from there. So I'll see you in the next video, and thank you very much for watching.